Testing, 1, 2, 3. I'm far away right now. Across the room. I'm going to use the microphone on the cam again. I didn't bother getting the laptop over here tonight. I put it over across the room. I'm going to use the mic on the cam. Just going to wait till I can see whether we got a picture and all that before I start. I'm on another old game, SmackDown 2. I only got 2 characters made, there's 10, so I'm going to make some characters. Yeah, I'm on. Let's see what it sounds like. I can hear me. I'm far away, but I can hear me. Okay, as far as I can tell, I've got audio. I can't mute, so. Oh, but don't sneeze or fart or anything like that. Because I can't, especially fart. I'm picky about that, y'all. Let's make sure I can still hear myself. This is too delayed. I'm going to have to shut up and wait. What the hell? Yeah, it's way behind. I'm still too far away. But I'm going to move the camera down here some. It was a little over because I was filming that little ring I got. So let me scoot on down here. Try not to make as much noise as I can. We're going to pull the little mic right there. Let's see what it sounds like now. I just need a USB microphone is what I need. I got a microphone but don't have USB. It's a That's got a terrible microphone. That camera's got a terrible microphone. I swear. Okay, I'll probably make some noise as I get situated here. Okay, I normally mute when we do that. I should be a little closer to it now. Now how am I going to my freaking remote control? I dropped it. Okay, here we go. See if I can turn the TV up here. Let's turn this towards me. Oh, if it's still working, I hit the freaking cord. You know, some of the stuff is picky like that. That's got a terrible microphone. That camera's got a terrible microphone. Well, I guess it beats not having a mic at all. Okay, let's get started. I'll talk as loud as I can. So, oh, I got it too loud. This game here looks like pencil scratching. It looks even worse on these TVs than it did on the old TVs. I can't get it to turn down. I must got that freaking action figure in my way. I moved it. Oh, Lord, I can't turn it down. Come on. Go down, man. Come on, man. There we go. Okay. Oh, I'm about out of water. My throat's dry. I won't be able to stay all long anyway. That should be his shape. forehead hairs they have. Maybe too much for him. A little too long. What about be too long? We'll try it. That one will probably be just right for him. The look could probably be a little bigger. We're just gonna go with it. You know, I cannot tell what them eyes look like to change the colors of them. It shows the variations, but I can't tell anything about them. Hey, you can change Jeff's mouth. I just left it alone. I probably should go change his mouth. That was a woman's mouth. So bad is it's so blurry, I can't tell anything about it. Probably should have just left it alone. Let's hear what I'm sounding like now. Because it is right in front of me. Oh, you can hear me a little better now that I'm right in front of it. It's still blurry, but it's better than no mic at all. What I will do, I got them jacks. I think what I will do tonight when I come back, I didn't have time right now, I just kept it as it was. I just plugged this into that long extension cable I use for the printer. I'll plug my little USB headset jack in, and then get up this microphone that you can extend out, and but you got to plug it in. You can't just like say you can't plug it to a USB. You got to actually plug it in a jack. I'm just gonna leave him in the default mount because if I don't, it's gonna be all night. I can't even see this stuff, y'all. I want to kind of make him look mean, because he's always mean. He's mean as a hell. Those look mean. I don't even know how to make him colored. He's supposed to have green eyes, but I can't even see him well enough to... Oh, we done the mouth. He's supposed to have green eyes, but I can't see him enough to make him green eyes, so... That looks mean enough to be Trent. Okay. So we can find him a hairy chest. He usually has hair on his chest. There's just some hair. It's probably going to be too broad for him. Okay, now they got jackets. Yeah. We won't give him his old green jacket. He either has a green jacket or a purple jacket. We won't give him his green jacket here. It's got blue marks in it. Gotta make it green. I could probably make it purple. I've seen purple. There's green. Yeah, there's his green jacket. Let's brighten it some. Yeah, there's his old green jacket. We'll give him his old green jacket. He got that green jacket from I'm Afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the world. I'm afraid I can't help it. You know, he was in the Trent Reznor cover band. I mean, the Nine Inch Nails cover band. That's his character. That's why he's called Reznor. He wasn't Trent Reznor, but he was like in a cover band. Indeed, he was a car salesman for money. That's the storyline. He was really a car salesman. But for fun, he was in a Nine Inch Nails cover band. Now he's a wrestler, you know. But he became a wrestler when he entered the JCBW, when he went out of the storyline from the CD. Okay, there we go. Of course, he always was a wrestler. I put him in back then. One time I had Trent Reznor beating him up. Okay. Let's see what kind of weapon we want to give him. I'll give him an iron pipe. I need to find this. How do I get back to this figure? Oh, here we go. He's too tall. There we go. I got him made. Now I just gotta give his name and stuff. There was a reason the Creepazoid wanted to be Trent Reznor. He was a womanizer. You know, Trent Reznor was a thing back then. He used to be all over the covers of the magazines. Okay, let's see. Who should we move him at? Perry Saturn would be a good one. Okay. What kind of signs does she give him? Let's give him an old classic WWF sign. I miss the old logo. And even though I was talking about TNA, I'll give him the TNA sign. We'll give him a Triple H thing. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna leave that stuff alone. Leave that alone. We gotta make him lightweight, of course. I'll skip all that. He don't really pay much attention to. We're gonna make him roughneck. Did I use all my points? Oh no. Give him a little bit of that. Okay. I should have idled it. I get them all? I hope I gave him all of his power. Let's just idle it, and then I'll go do it from there. Let's idle it. There we go. I said we want to move him after years ago he was always Stone Cold. They even got Stone Cold. They got him locked off. I guess I must have used the cheats when I gave him Stone Cold. Let's just give him the Undertaker for now. Okay. He's gonna stay attack there. Let's make him attack in hardcore. And he's done. And his ass is done. We'll check him out now. I'll customize his moves too. I went and gave Jeff his figure 4 leg lock. I done Jeff early today. I probably got an old save of this somewhere, but I figured they're probably too old to deal with. So. Oh, by the way, I kid you not. That little dream. You know, Rey Mysterio was basically the first action figure I filmed. I kid you not. It come with a little action figure. It looks just like my Conan action figure. I mean, it looks just like that Conan action figure I had years ago, but he's small. It has a little Rey Mysterio, and he's in a blue outfit, of course. You know, my dad had blue and camo pants on. And when he wasn't masked, he wasn't masked. He was an unmasked. He was the unmasked Rey Mysterio. But I'd sometimes put a mask on him if I wanted to have the mask on. And it come with a little figure. You know, after Kidman cut his hair, and I got one of them action figures from WWE, by the way, that they put out with the shorts and the hair. There's a little figure in there that looks like Kidman, so I'm going to add Kidman, Rey, and Conan back to my show. Now I know they all look different now, but in my show they were all there. I'm going to bring them back to. Indeed, I'm going to film when I film some new scenes. They're going to be filmed as well. Indeed, I was already experimenting with them earlier just to see what it looked like. But I swear that Conan, I mean that bald-headed dude in that stuff. I mean, the little Rey Mysterio looks like Rey too. Most of the wrestlers, I got one that looks similar to Ric Flair, but his face don't look much like Ric Flair. But now this Remus, now the Kidman, he's not completely Kidman either. But he's got that haircut that he had. So it'd be good enough to use as a little mini Kidman. You know, I did that with Russo years ago. I had that action figure that I thought, that thing looks like freaking Russo. He's been Russo, and I brought Russo into my show. So, let's test Trent out. Let's see, oh, am I still on? Let me make sure I'm still on. I guess I am, because I see that appearance. I was probably talking about the action figures. I couldn't believe they had, oh, let me go through the matches, because I like some of the options that's in this. Still hardcore. Hardcore. Special referee. I missed the special referee. That's another thing I missed. They took that freaking option away. Let's go over and find Trent. I seen him. Oh, this wasn't fair in the list. Okay, we're gonna do Trent. And I'm on for Fight Jeff. We're gonna put Christine as the referee. I like they got the question mark in there. I know they took it away probably out of political correctness. But you know, I've got that character, he's a tranny. I'll just make him the question mark. Oh yeah, though, you only got 10 wrestlers, so I probably won't put them in this one. Where's Christine? Why wouldn't I let me choose Christine? Oh, there she is. I hope I'm playing, though. Trent. Yeah, I'm playing Trent. Yeah, they only got 10 figures in here, so at least I only see 10. The first one only had 4 slots. I basically like the first SmackDown better, because it looks better. But it only has them 4 freaking slots, and I don't even have any good options for you to make characters with. You got to use the WWE heads to make them. Or them little crappy heads that had masks on them and all kinds of weird stuff. Oh yeah, I seen a shirt I was going to give Bozowood better. That kind of looks like the Trent I made years ago. I don't know if I made him that way, but it sort of looks like him. I think I need to cut his size down some more. He seems like he's a little too big. Let's see that Christine. Oh, there she is. I guess that shirt will work for Bozowood. He's got his old classic pants on he used to wear all the time. I used to always put those on him in this game. I just named him Curly in here. That's his real name. Hey, pick up the freaking weapons! I don't know how to pick the weapons up, y'all. I basically like this game, but it's just so limited on characters. I mean, it's terrible looking, scratchy. I'm on the referee now. I eliminated the music, because last time I tried to play these games, WWE put a strike on my account and they muted my audio. So I turned the music off. Or somebody claiming to be WWE. It ain't always that way. That happened to Alex Jones years ago. some paper supposedly struck Alex Jones. Well, the guy, when he said something about it on TV, the guy responded to him. He said, as much as I don't like you, you bringing up my newspaper is putting me out there. So why would I do that? Somebody done it in his name. God, I've got on the referee. I got on the referee. He had the weapon. I don't know how he picked it up. This was, and we're talking about years ago. He was still on YouTube back then. They just struck his video was off. Oh, there we go. Now it's like that. Come on. Come on, Jeff. Yeah, that's that same trend I made years ago. I think I had shorts on him though instead of pants. I don't know how to get out. Oh! He threw it at him! He threw it at him! I've got out a pen. I learned today when I was testing Jeff out. Woo! Oh, there we go. This game has a good fighting system. It may look terrible on the eyes, but I like the fighting system. So I just make a new SmackDown. And then a new Raw game. That's what they ought to do. Or bring back SmackDown versus Raw. Do away with this 2K thing. Go back to the old fighting system that worked so well. I like that gel. I seen a shirt I like better for him though, but I may leave that one. That one works. I kind of like Trent too. Oh! I love that move. Oh! How do I climb the freaking ring? Oh, how to get up there? How do I time it? Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, let's go out. You can go up to the I don't know how to get him out. I don't know how to get him out, y'all. Because you can go up the ramps and backstage and everything. I even went to a freaking bar earlier today when I wasn't online. You go over to the bin. One count. One count here on JCBW Live. We'll still do the JCW Live too, but I'm going to have some film shows as well. Where we have a mixture of scenes and wrestling matches. Maybe I'll do events that way. You know, like the event. I'll bring back the event. And we'll do the action figures for the events. And we'll just have JCW Live with just the gaming streaming. Oh, I'm looking forward to it, y'all. It's neat what I thought up. And I can't wait to share it. And I'll be sharing it soon. And that little ring's going to work out just perfect. I didn't even know the little ring existed. I was just looking for mini rings, and I was afraid it was going to be too big for what I was doing. and it's night. It's just perfect. It's just perfect. Now it's not square like I'd like, but you know, I sometimes when we get out that game, you know, the one that's on the Nintendo Switch, I may go to it tonight. Hell, I'm already on here. I just got already hooked up. All I have to do is just switch over to Selector and play it tonight when I come back. Although I want to tell you, I like the SmackDown fighting system. I'm actually having real fun with it. You know that even that ECW kind of sucked. But Attitude sucked just like it because it was really just a knockoff of Attitude. There's things I like and don't like about both of them. But I like the SmackDown's fighting style. Whoa, yeah, I love that. Although it's lost its luster after I did it a few times. I gotta figure out how to get out. Let's see. That puts him on the referee. Oh, here we go! Now we out. Let's see how this runs. He can't go because that freak ain't going. Cabal! 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 Hey! Come on, Jeff, let's go. Let's see how far you can go with this one. That's what I liked about, you know, it's clearer from this angle. Why didn't they make the ring clearer? That ring must have some kind of filter on it. You know, like there's a filter in the new ones? I figured out that was what was wrong the other night. I was using the old Raw, and the old Raw has a filter on it. Just look at it. It don't look as blurry as... It looks better from this angle. At least from my end on the HMDI. I know you are probably seeing a more downsized picture. Let's see if I pin him. Let's see if I can go any further. Yeah, they can go further. Now we're in the back, baby. Woo! Get off of the arrow. I don't want to go back in. Yeah, they're outside. You probably go to the bar. Let's see if I can get to the bar. I want to go to the bar. Let's go to the bar. Let's go to Turnbuckle. It don't look like Turnbuckle, but I'm going to call it Turnbuckle. Let's see. They can get hit. Ah, it's over. Dang it. It ended. I wanted to get to the freaking bar. Vince McMahon. You know, he basically looked slick back then. I didn't realize. I was young and I thought he looked old, but now when I look back on him, he looked young and slick. You know, when you're young, everybody looks older to you. And then when you see him years later, you think, well, he didn't really look that bad back then. He was just old to me because I was young. Let's play somebody else. What kind of other matches do they got? They have no triples? Oh, Slobberknocker. They got the Slobberknocker. Casket. How do I get the cage? I want the casket. Oh, actually play Christine this time. We'll put her up against somebody. Don't have to go to JCBW. Put up against Jericho. Jericho's always one of my favorites. I hope it's got a time limit. Because I'm liable to never win. I just put Christine in a bikini. I made her quit. Made her real damn quit. Yeah, he brought the freaking casket up there. Wait a minute. It says, I don't know how to do it. Uh-oh, Snusty's got in it. Oh! I love the fighting style of this game. I forgot about it. I haven't played it in a while. I think last time I got it out, I got the first one out. I know now it didn't work. I remember I was going to get it out and it didn't work, and I bought a new one. I had to go locate a new one. My original one quit. Genius 100% GTA, y'all. This game's made me miss SmackDown. I wish they'd forget that 2K crap and bring back SmackDown. I ain't never enjoyed a 2K game like I have SmackDown. I bet you other wrestling fans would agree with me there. I bet nobody would miss 2K. But I bet everybody misses the SmackDown franchise. I'm still going to try to make a game for the JCBW. I hadn't figured out how I'm going to go about it. I wish I could figure out how to make them low. See, my engine is that I'm working with is whatchamacallit. RPG Maker, and I don't know how to make them fight besides battles. Now what I probably could do is I could probably create them some stories and then make them battle it out. That's the only thing I could do about that. But I'm thinking about doing that. I'm going to take some of my characters from the JCBW and I'm going to put them in the RPG Maker. I'm still working on that. And if I ever do, I will put it up somewhere for y'all to download it. I like that kick. She moves fast. Look how fast she moves. Or how you win. You put the lid on it. Gonna be another timeout. God, I hurt my ears. the casket at her. I still haven't figured out how to climb the ropes. She is fast. You got her with a DDT. I forgot how to get out again. There we go. I wish I could play my SmackDowns on my PS, my SmackDown on PS2, but unfortunately I have to actually turn on a PS2. But right now it's not even hooked up to anything, because, you know, it has to be the RCA cables, and I need to get one of them things that has the place for the RCA on it. But I haven't used that little freaking adapter and have it strung out in my floor. That was one of the reasons why I got mad at PS4, and I decided I didn't really care if I had one or not. So they didn't let you play any of the other games on it. You know, at least on the PS3 you could play your PS1 games, even when you couldn't play your PS2. But I kinda didn't get it at first either. Indeed, I got it in 2009 when they put it out, and they started mass producing it everywhere. It was hard to find even then. I found one at, where did I get one? I got two of them. I got one for the house next door. When they marked them down. You remember when they went down? They were high for years, and about 2009 they released that one in the red box. Then the next one was that even more downsized one. And I'm glad I didn't get the whatever they called that. What did they call that? The slim? Mine was the second one. You know, they had the big fat one. Mine's the in-between one. Then they had them little ultra slim ones. But you know, when I got that thing, of course, that's when I learned about it. I started reading all this stuff. She done it! I started reading about all the things you could do with it. Like you could make it, you could put movies on it, you save your movies on it, and I more bought it for that reason. But then when they put the PS4 out, they told us we weren't going to play none of the older games. And so I said, well, I ain't going to get that. I wasn't the only one that made that decision at that time. I heard other people made that decision. I was thinking about getting the Xbox, but then I never did because it was expensive. But then I finally just noticed that they wasn't making games anymore for the PS3. So I thought, well, this sucks. I can't buy games anymore. So then I started searching around for a PS4 or an Xbox. I tried to get the PS4 first, but I couldn't find one that was in my price range. And I tried to buy one for around $200 something for postage, or $200. Well, the guy was a shark. He was a fake. He had done many people like that. He had sold them, and I had to get my money back through PayPal. But then around about 2 weeks after that, I run into an Xbox for $220 on Walmart. So I said, well, F that. I can't find a cheap PlayStation under $200, so I'll just get this. Well, 2 weeks later, that Xbox went down to actually $200. I mean, it went, even the $220 wasn't there. But then after that, I didn't ever find them cheaper again. Because you know all the third parties, they went and bought them all up, then they go put the big price back on them. It's some third parties that cause all the problems. I'm telling you, they're the ones that causes all the problems. They go in here and they buy this stuff up and then they keep it high. Nobody ain't got time for that. I mean, people are poor. People ain't got time for that. Them that distort prices. They need their asses kicked. They need to be thrown in the ring and have their asses kicked is what they need. Oh, you're threatening violence. No, I said in the ring. Get in the ring. Get in the ring. See, I constantly was watching the prices. I mean, it was an old machine. They were fixing to put out the new ones. Who wants to pay an extorted price for a machine that's been out so many years? And after a while, they should come down in price. They shouldn't keep going up. And don't use the inflation thing. That's just bullshit. Just to take people is all that is. That's all it is. It's just to take people. When technology gets older, it should come down. It shouldn't keep going up. I don't care who gets mad. Get mad. I don't care. I'm telling the truth, and you know it. God has something that He hated that more than anything was usury. You know that's one of the things He hated more than anything? You go on about your sleaze and drugs and all this, but what He hated more than anything was usury. Go read it. Besides abominations, He didn't like abominations either. But He really hated that usury. He hated that more than anything. Taking advantage of people. I hadn't thought of Ivory in a long time. I should have played Trish though. I always used to like Trish the best. I might get off here in a minute. I don't know what time it is. It ain't already 10 o'clock, is it? I probably lost track of time. It took me 9:30 something to get home. I always forget that button don't do anything. It just moves their arms around. Can I throw her into a car or something? I missed. How did Irish wheel? I was happy with my PS3. I was stuck with it. If they'd kept making games for it, I'd have stuck with it. You know, it gets online. There's not really any reason. I mean, you can make on, even if you didn't make real games for it, you could make some online version games for it. They just want to keep you buying consoles. It and the 360. You could have kept making games for both of those. Now, I'm going to tell you something about the 360. It's got a clock on it. It expires in a few years. I went through the whole clock. It expires in a few years. They're not expecting the 360s to be around after then. Wonder if they got them set to quit. I'm telling you, its clock quits in a few years. I forgot exactly what year it quits. But I went through it, and it ain't that long on it. Some of them go all the way to 2099, but it don't do that. Back in the old days, I used to do that. I used to go, like if I had a television and a calendar, I'd go through the calendar And it'd take me hours. I'd keep going through to see what the last date was. I had this TV once that went to $29.99. And I tell you, I sat and kept doing it. And I sat there for hours just going through. And I finally reached $29.99. I was thinking this television won't even live that long. It didn't. Hell, it didn't even make it out of the 90s. We already had a new TV by the end of the 90s. Low blow! I'm not even getting the thrower into the weapons because I don't remember how to do the Irish whip. I swear I sat there that whole day, and it finally ended at $29.99. It was dark by the time I got through. It was still daylight when I started. I loved that TV though. I had a terrible looking picture, but I loved its calendar. You change the calendar's color. Like you could make it blue, red, green, whatever color you wanted, purple, pink. It had little calendars on it. It didn't have just your date, you know. It had the time and date. It had some little free freaking calendars you could pull up on it. And one day I decided to see how far they went. We had it from like 93 to 96, 95. Didn't last long. I gotta get off here in a minute. I hope this ends. I wonder if she can get in that time. She can! She can! Oh! I wonder what she does with it. It is the year 2999. I used to love that song. And I win by pinfall. And that's going to be it for me now. I'll see y'all next time. Well, I dropped that little cheap Android controller. Well, my stream don't look that bad. I don't think it looks that good. I don't think it looks that bad. I can see that red and blue pretty good on my telephone. Let's see if I can get back over here without making a lot of noise. I'll try to turn the camera back on tonight when I come back. I don't know if I'll put the jacket on. Y'all probably look at my Clown World shirt. I got Clown World on it. You know, out of those names on the back, though, it's got some names back there. Oh, I need to save that. Hold on. Let me get this controller. A little further away. I'm trying to get over here to the system. Tulsi Gabbard's name's on the back of the shirt. I like her. She really does speak out against these people, even though she's a Democrat. I actually like Tulsi. I'll see y'all next time. I know I'm far away. I'll be back in probably about an hour or two. See y'all then.